Hey there, everybody. It's me again, and we'll just pick up where we left off. We were grinding some wolves, getting a little money. I want 200 gold so I can get Carmine a good weapon. But I was talking about my audio and the things I'd like to do with it. One thing I'd really just love to do with my audio is get a... what would the term for it even be? I don't really fully know what you'd officially call one of them. I guess an acoustic shield? Or an acoustic barrier, perhaps? What it is a specially shaped device that goes behind your microphone. The one I'm looking at is about a foot tall, which is just right. And what it does is it's made of a special kind of sound dampening foam, and the shape of it also baffles the sound waves, which makes them not... baffling something kind of distorts, redirects it. It's not like being baffled like you're confused. In audio terms, it's redirecting sound waves to a desirable location, usually. And it would just eliminate my natural vocal reverb that I have. I think they're about $80, but that's cool because, again, I have these wonderful people who are generous patrons of the site. You've probably seen the link to my Patreon on the website itself, and I've talked about it on like other websites and stuff now and then. There are people who are paying me to do this, who just basically back me and give me the money that I need to afford to do this at a really high quality. And it's just awesome, so I'm not even concerned about it. I think next month I could probably pick up my acoustic shield. And at that point, I really don't know what I could possibly do to improve my sound quality. So I'll be super happy. Because like I said last episode, I've turned into a huge audiophile. I can hear all kinds of little stuff, and it annoys me like crazy. Like, I'll listen to something and I'll hear somebody make a plosive, and I'll just be like, oh no, they're not using a good pop filter, it's too close. And it's kind of silly that I've gotten so into that when I used to not care, but it's interesting what work will do for you. Like, this became my job. It is what I do full time. I am a writer, but that's always been a hobby. I've never really been paid much for writing. This though has become my full-time job, and it's funny how working on a particular subject changes you as a person. I thought I'd talk about that a little bit today, actually. Just the fact that I do this has made me have a completely different set of interests than I used to have. Wow, 54 damage! That's a heck of a crit there. But my work as a Let's Player, just doing the K-Play stuff, has really given me an appreciation for how audio works, for the amount of work that goes into doing one of these videos, too. Oh man, I never appreciated that. It's just, if you don't do it, it's how to explain that? If you don't do it, it's not something that you'll appreciate easily. If you don't do it to a certain threshold of quality, too, especially, I think. Because my videos, while I'm decent at games, I try to have consistently high quality because I love you guys so much. The people that talk to me about K-Plays, that I just casually will mention it to me, that know me, or just friends of mine from elsewhere that do this. I do this mostly for my friends, but I do it for anybody who enjoys it. Just, it really makes me so happy. I love you all so much. I really, really do. And the fact that this is kind of like a service I can perform that lets people get distracted from other things and makes them happy is a big deal to me. Because I appreciate the ability to distract, and just to be distracted from bad things, or from stressful things like work. Let's give that to Carmine, and Carmine might actually start hitting something, because I think those are more accurate. But like I was saying, yeah, I love doing this, and I just love you guys so much. And when people come to me and just say, like, oh, I love, this week's K-Plays update, I just glow. I'm so happy with that. It's the most fun I could ever have, and although it's not something that I could, like, make a living solo on, probably, I don't care because it's the thing I love most. I love doing this more than writing, and I've been writing for going on 17 years, I think. I'm 31 now, and I started doing it in my early teens for fun, and then it just became more and more of a big thing in my life. But it just means the world to me to get to do this, and I love you guys for making it possible and for making it fun for me too. So I'm gonna be doing it for forever if I can. My health permitting and everything. I just now noticed that I'm basically growing out of Nori's head on this party window because we have the same color red. I'm fine with that. Okay, Carmine's doing great damage now. That's fantastic. He's hitting them like he was hitting the things in the early game when he got his wooden chucks. That's just... oh, that's just outstanding. I'm going to go ahead and cast a Cure Spell on myself, because I'm a little worried. Not going to waste that magic. I'm going to target another ogre real quick. When I started doing K-Plays, I really didn't think it was going to get to be where it is. It's like... I'm glad I'm off YouTube, because I don't know how many, like, air quotes, subscribers I have, so to say. I don't know how many people, like, visit the site each week and check out the update every Friday. But, yeah, I don't care. If it was one person, it would be worth it to me. I know it's, like, 5 or 6, because I have at least, I think, 6 patrons, so I'm sure they must watch it. I'm just gonna go ahead and cast another Cure Spell on myself, because I'm a little too fragile. Just a little scared of these ogre hits. I have the good chainmail. It's certainly... oh man, it's certainly made a marked improvement, but... I'm still too squishy on my red mage. He just doesn't ever have the health that Nori will. Nori's giant wall of HP is a better defense than any armor could ever be. Look at that 5 damage. Just doesn't even care. And this is perfect. I needed to fight some ogres because they're going to get me the big bucks. Nice! There's one down. You got any more spells, Surge? You do. Boy, Surge is just full of magic. He's gonna love that when he hears that quote, probably. Surge is just full of magic. That's gonna be his new, probably his Skype status or something. Damn it, 34 damage, that is good. My characters are getting to a point where we're getting to kind of a threshold where we're getting really strong. Like that crit for 62 damage that probably would have killed him anyway if it hadn't crit, because he was getting messed up from Surge, but... oh, that gold, so good. So good! If I fought 2 of them, I'd have enough money to buy Noria's armor, even. 420. Spend it. We're about out of magic, so I'm thinking I'm gonna hit. I could probably fight one more thing. Let me go ahead and cure myself again. Anybody else need it more than me? No, not really. Okay. I'm just... the fear of death is in me from all the times I've been killed. I'm usually the only one to die. Oh, my goodness. This is a... it's a respectable fight. I can live with it. Take out the little wolves. Although they're hardly an issue. They only really hurt Surge and Carmine now, and Carmine's got a lot of health. And Surge has sadly outlived his usefulness to the party until I can get him to an inn. You may think that, like, why would you ever have a black mage when you could have a red mage who can fight and do scads of damage with their sword and stuff and have good armor? Well, in the early game, that's a very valid opinion to have. Just think, well, black mage isn't that useful. As we get on in the game, this is just like D&D, like I said before. As we get on in the game, you're going to see why the wizard is good. There's a lot of people surviving things that I didn't think they were going to survive. Let's get rid of those other wolves, because they're just extra damage on... oh, Carmine! They're just extra damage on Surge and Carmine that they don't really appreciate. Surge's actually in a little bit of danger. It's fine, it doesn't really matter if he gets KO'd here, but I would like him to keep getting EXP, because the stronger he gets, if I could just get to 3rd level spells, he'd become a juggernaut. He would end this fight in a single cast of Fire 2. And yeah, that's why you want the Black Mage, because their spells are devastating at high levels. I think I can cast level 2 spells on my Red Mage. I'm not 100% on that. I might not be able to. We'll see. I cannot cast all of the spells that Surge can, simply because being a Black Mage gives him access to a list of spells that I don't completely get. Just like the Thief, if you play a Thief and you get them leveled up enough, they're able to cast magic too. Even Nori's actually able to cast some white magic late in the game. But they only ever get like 2 or 3 level 1 spells, and they can't cast the entire roster of spells from that level even. So they get less spells and less spells per day than the actual casters do. I'm behind Surge on spells per day, but really only because I'm behind him in levels. I should be right on him, or just maybe one less per day than him at any given moment. Wow, we're just Carmining it up right here. How about somebody hit something, please? Carmine, could you kill this wolf? You've been trying to kill it the entire fight. There. It's just a wolf. It's not even a Growolf. Which is also not really threatening. I'm kind of ashamed this fight's taking so long. This is a shameful battle. Wow. That's a very, very Eastern kind of phrase. A shameful battle. No, Kay. You are the Carmines. Why doesn't any of this stuff want to die for me? Please. No? Wow, these are way tougher than I gave them credit for then. Okay, I stand correct. These things are actually dangerous. There's one down. They even kind of hurt now. Okay, yeah, I stand correct. Gray wolves are actually pretty nasty. Or great wolf or gur wolf. I don't know. I wouldn't believe they're gur wolves. They're just really aggressive. Scarwolf. Come on already. This fight's been like 3 whole minutes. Do you want to... there you go. You died for me finally. Good. And Carmine misses, but that's okay. Nori doesn't miss often, and that's the important thing with him. Being the fighter, they hit really accurately and frequently. I'm just going to pour all my damage into one of them in the hopes that I kill it this turn. Okay, I think I'm going to kill it. Carmine managed to hit it, and I'm confident Nori will take it out then. And I hit it, yeah. If Nori hits it, it's dead. It doesn't have more than 70 or so health. Good, good. That's the thing of beauty right there. Okay. Even Surge can hurt. They don't have a lot of defense. They're just bulky. And apparently they dodge decently, because even I'm missing them, and I have decent accuracy. It's behind Nori, but it's way above Carmine. Oh, wow. Just dodgy. Or we're just very missy. I don't know. That was a good hit. Okay, I think we've got this round. That should be the last round of this really irritating battle. Oh, Carmine actually hit it and put an end to my misery. I don't care about its misery. How much gold was that? Oh, that was pretty nice. That's a stay at the inn right there for free, basically. Ah, and levels up. Levels are up. Good. Agility for Nori. Good. I like that. I like strength. I like Vite. I like anything that Nori could get except intelligence, which he never gets. Surge gets strength. I'll even take strength on Surge, frankly. Vitality, good. Leveling's pretty slow in this game, just like in D&D. And I should use this to talk about D&D a little bit, because I have a lot to say on that subject sometimes. I will do that in a future episode. Oh, you gotta get out. Oh, get out of the way. Don't stand in the entrance to the inn. Yeah. Don't forget, if you leave your game, hold reset while you turn power off. That's actually how you save at the inn. How much does it cost for that saber? $450. I'd love to get one for Nori. I'd also like to get him... I'd also like to get Surge an Iron Rod there. Check the price on armor before we head back out. We're not going to do much more fighting this episode because we're about out of time. But I'm going to check the price on the armor. I don't need the iron stuff. That copper thing is probably good. Iron shield definitely for Nori, and wooden helmet for him, and I think everybody else can benefit from a cap. But we'll get him his weapon first. We'll get that in the next episode, and then we'll probably head over to the mysterious castle and meet Astos. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye for now, everybody.